Distinguished delegates, before we proceed further, I have the honor to welcome our high-level guest who will now address the Assembly. I have the pleasure to invite His Excellency Ham Hedar Ogle Ayav, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, to give his remarks.
Distinguished Director General, distinguished delegates, I would like to start by expressing my gratitude for the invitation to address the 74th session of the World Health Assembly, which takes place in a very challenging time for the global health agenda due to the current COVID-19 pandemic. Azerbaijan supports the leading role and efforts of the World Health Organization in the global health governance, including in coordinating the global response to the pandemic. From the very first days of the pandemic, Azerbaijan has taken practical measures to minimize negative impact of COVID-19 on the population and to keep the situation under control. Within a short period of time, 13 modular hospitals and 1 regular hospital were built. Total number of beds designated to treat COVID patients throughout the country is more than 10,000. At the same time, the socio-economic stimulus package worth almost $2 billion have been released in order to support COVID-affected people and business. As a result of comprehensive measures, our country has gradually eased the quarantine regime. We have launched immunization campaign since mid-January this year using 99.94% of Sinovac vaccine and the rest AstraZeneca and Sputnik vaccines. 2 million vaccine doses have already been administered. This number constitutes 20% of our total population. All the citizens above 18 years old can get vaccinated voluntarily. COVID-19 passports are issued for those vaccinated. We welcome the designation of 2021 as a year of health and care workers. Azerbaijan has very fruitful cooperation with the World Health Organization. Last year, the World Health Organization hailed Azerbaijan as an exemplary country in fighting the pandemic. Azerbaijan has always propagated the importance of demonstrating a committed global solidarity to overcome the pandemic. In this capacity, as the chair of the non-aligned movement, Azerbaijan has initiated a number of global initiatives, in particular, the holding of the summit of the non-aligned movement in May 2020, and convening a special session of the United Nations General Assembly at the level of the heads of state and government in December 2020, which was supported by more than 150 states. Azerbaijan has made voluntary financial contribution to the World Health Organization in the amount of $10 million and provided humanitarian and financial assistance to more than 30 countries with regard to coronavirus. Azerbaijan publicly condemned actions of some countries which purchase several times more vaccines than their actual needs and deprive developing countries from protecting their populations. The persisting vaccine nationalism and deepening inequality in access to vaccines between developing and developed countries are disturbing. According to international reports, so far, more than 82% of the world vaccine doses have been purchased by wealthy countries, while only 0.3% have gone to low-income countries. To address this challenge, Azerbaijan, on behalf of the non-aligned movement, initiated a resolution on ensuring equitable, universal access for all countries to vaccines in the UN Human Rights Council, which was unanimously adopted this March. We strongly encourage developed countries and international donor organizations to support developing, in particular, least developed countries to this end. Thank you.